The next type of variables is categorical variables. The approach that you have followed for visualizing numerical variables is very different. And for categorical variables, we cannot draw the histograms, we cannot draw the box plots, because by nature, categorical variables are such that you cannot order them. You cannot say this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value. There is no such thing. We have discussed some of the categorical variable examples. Give me another example of categorical variable, region. What are the categories in it? East, west, north, south. Gender, male, female. Give me another categorical variable. Give me another categorical variable.
Product category.
Product category, right? Very good. Store category, like this in these examples. These are all
Grade.
categorical variables. Grade, A, B,
Grade.
C, D. Yeah. So these categorical variables, visualization. The most famous one is the bar chart. Category A, category B, category C, category D, and the bar chart of all these variables. But here you see that these category names are distorted. Maybe you can adjust them in an angle, or instead of vertical bar chart, let this be horizontal bar chart. Then you will get to see these names very well managed. Then what is the point that you have to make after creating this bar chart? You have to talk about the most frequent and the least frequent categories. If you're not talking about the least frequent categories, it's perfectly fine. But top 2 or top 3 categories here that are most frequent, you have to make a comment. Depending on the business that you are handling, are they as per the expectation? Or if there is something which is surprising, you are not expecting the management count to be really high, but if it is high, make sure it is highlighted. If you are expecting services count to be high, but it is lower than the rest of the ones, then you may have to highlight that. Always talk about the top 5 or top 3 categories in this bar chart. Are you with me? So this is a very simple one. Bar chart. For every category, you will create a bar. And what is the length of the bar? I think all of you know that, right? What is the length of the bar? Length of the bar is number of times it has appeared. So let us suppose there are 100 records. Out of them, 20 times management has come, 30 times technician has come, entrepreneur has come, like let's say 35 times. Then entrepreneur will have a larger bar, and then slightly smaller bar will be for this one, and this will be the slightly smaller one. Yeah. Can we sort the bars? Yes, we can sort the bars, and this will look like this one. Sorting the bars also possible. Yeah. Maybe here in SNS count plot, we have to check whether that option is there or not, or we may have to add that or first count it and send this data. But I think it must be possible. Yeah. I have seen some places where sorting is done. Same way, what we will do, we will take all the categorical variables, result for all the columns. If the columns is object, again, we have to be careful here. Sometimes some categories are too many. If you have specifically categorical variables present, you can write them down. But here it's an easy option for me. If the category, if the variable is object type, I'm keeping them in categorical variables, drawing the box plots. Okay, for all the categorical variables. This is an easy one. Again, we will go back to the Roseman sales data, and then I'll give you some questions on it. First, let us finish this one. Quickly create these bar charts. We will take the question. Then I'll give you the connected question on the new sales data. Okay. Go ahead, all of you. Complete this. Send me a notification in the chat window. So this is a usual bar plot. This is the vertical bar. These are the horizontal bar chart. For all the categories, we will get the bar. One of the question was, can we sort these bars? I think that's a good homework question. Note it down. Explore on how to sort this in such a way that the lengthiest bar will be appearing either at the top or the bottom. And then within SNS, is there any option? Maybe when you go to this SNS count plot, here, if you find any option in any of this sorting, then you should be able to find that one. Okay. Now, coming back to Roseman store sales data, I want to know which store type has the maximum count. Is it store type A, B, C, D? I don't know what are the store types, but there is a column called store type. But where is the maximum count? Which store type has the maximum count? And there is another categorical variable called assortment type. Which one has the maximum count? These are fairly simple questions. I don't think there's a lot of knowledge required to answer this. Quickly create the box plot. Try to answer the questions in the chat window, all of you. This is the store type. And then this is the assortment type. As you can see, it's a fairly easy answer. Store type A and assortment type A is the maximum.